Today our lecture is on 8086 interrupt system and introduction to microcontroller. Myself Sadhna Jain, Principal Government Polytechnic, Ambala City. Now you see we should know how to communicate between the microprocessor and peripheral. So for the communication we need the signals. That microprocessor is sending the signal and peripheral is sending the signal, microprocessor is receiving, or either way. So how can this happen? Real problem for microprocessor is to know whether the peripheral is ready or not. So one way is that solution is CPU checks periodically if peripherals is ready by way of checking busy and ready flag. CPU will waste most of its time waiting. So this is not a good system. Like मैं आपको पढ़ा रही हूँ और मैं 5 मिनट बाद डोर पे जाऊँ और चेक करूँ कि कोई है तो नहीं, तो 5 मिनट बाद मैं ऐसा ही करती रहूँ तो ये वेस्ट ऑफ टाइम है. सो दूसरा सिस्टम है peripheral tells CPU when it is ready. This is the logical approach and this is the interrupt input. जैसे कोई आएगा डोर पे तो नॉक करेगा, then I will see only, otherwise I will do my own work. So this is a good system. In this system, at the end of instruction, the microprocessor samples this interrupt if it is active and control is transferred to a special interrupt service routine ISR. तो जब भी कोई इंटरप्ट होगा तभी माइक्रोप्रोसेसर उसको प्रोसेस करेगा, अदरवाइज वो अपना काम करता रहेगा. तो दिस अप्रोच इज ए बेटर वन. Like you are seeing that at number 1, normal process is going on. Interrupt occurs at number 2. Then what happens? Whenever there is an interrupt, microprocessor will finish the current instruction, what is in the process. Then it is very important to save the status of that location from where the microprocessor will discontinue and will start the interrupt service routine. So for that purpose, the location, the status of pulse, the status of PSWR, that is flags, IP and CS will be pushed into the stack. So all these status will be saved and then the processor will branch to the ISR, interrupt service routine. Then service routine will be executed. After that, this status is recalled, that is by popping the flag status, CS and IP from stack. Then it starts its normal processing. So this is how the microprocessor is servicing any interrupts. When the interrupt is serviced in 8086, the flag, CS and IP registers are pushed onto the stack, saving the CPU place in the memory. Now another important bit is the TF status is saved. TF is in the PSWR, you must be knowing. So it has to be saved. So TF and IF. IF is again the interrupt flag. So this is the 8th bit and IF is the 9th bit. This is the status in PSWR. These are cleared. 6 bytes will be pushed onto the stack, disabling interrupt, and single step mechanism within the routine will start. However, flags can be set enabling interrupt, that is interrupt can be allowed to interrupt themselves and will be serviced as per priority. We will see it further if there are many interrupts how they can be serviced. If an interrupt is internal, is being serviced and an MI, NMI or INTR, these are the two interrupts which are external. These occurs ISR for the internal interrupt will be suspended and external interrupt will be honored. जैसे कि क्लास में शोर है, इंटरनली कुछ इंटरप्ट है, कुछ सर्विस रूटीन है इंटरप्ट का, लेकिन अगर कोई बाहर से नॉक करता है तो पहले उसको ऑनर किया जाएगा. दो इट इज़ ऑफ लो प्रायोरिटी, प्रायोरिटी स्ट्रक्चर अप्लाइज ओनली टू साइमल्टेनियस. एक लेवल के जो इंटरप्ट्स हैं उन्हीं पे अप्लाई होता है. बी केयरफुल टू यूज NMI इंटरप्ट एट एज इट इज़ नॉन मास्केबल, as you don't want to interrupt some programs like reading and writing data to the disk drive. So NMI interrupt is an external interrupt and this is non-maskable. That means this cannot be blocked. Whenever it happens, it has to be serviced. So type of interrupts are NMI, INTR. These are external interrupts. These are requested via hardware. INTR is maskable via IF flag. IF flag you have seen that is the ninth bit in the PSWR register. INTN and INTO, these are special flags. These are special single bit byte. In INT3 breakpoint are software interrupts. So these four. This is single step, by INT3 breakpoint, and these are the software interrupts. These are placed as desired within the programmer. So programmer can use these flags for interrupt system. NMI, when NMI is active, control automatically transfer to the address location 0008 and 000BH. So there are locations in the memory. So whenever the interrupt happens, location directly goes to that location. When INTR is active, an interrupt acknowledge cycle is performed just as in memory read cycle, except INTA is active instead of read. Similarly, when INTR interrupt होगा तो acknowledge signal होगा. Divide by 0 checks if OF is set over flag. So, and the single step interrupt are initiated by CPU. These two interrupts are by CPU. INTNN, user defined software interrupt. In this case, the first object code byte is the INTNN opcode and second byte is the interrupt number. So, this instruction is frequently used to call dynamically relocatable programs. अगर आपको प्रोग्राम को शिफ्ट करना है तब ये यूज़ कर सकते हैं. So, we just summarize NMI, this is external, not maskable. INTR, external, yes, via IF, and INTN is the internal via software, these are not maskable. Similarly, IN3, we have discussed INTO divide by 0 is internal, this is via CPU, and single step is also by CPU. Other you see the trigger and priority. So, the interrupt device is expected to place an 8-bit type number onto low order data bus control, then transfer to address stored in the location. Interrupt request will accept it on this input if IF is set. So, whenever IF is set, that means there is interrupt, otherwise this will not be accepted. In all cases, the current instruction is allowed to finish before the interrupt is processed. We have discussed earlier also. Whenever the interrupt occurs, current instruction is first finished and then the interrupt is serviced. Internal interrupts except the single step have priority over simultaneous. Simultaneous means the interrupts within the same instruction. external interrupt request. Example, if an interrupt occurs on INTR but the current instruction causes divide by 0, then later will be serviced first. So, divide by 0 will be serviced first, then the request of external INTR will be serviced. Interrupt vector table is located in the first 1024 byte of memory address. You are familiar that memory address 000000 to 3FF. This is the memory address. Within that 1024 bytes are used for the interrupt process. Contains 250 different 4-byte interrupt vectors. Interrupt vector contains address of ISR. Interrupt vector are used in 8086. Each vector is 4 byte long. So, this is how we need 1024 byte of memory. Here we see the location like 004, this is where the divide by 0 is there, and 8 is the single step, that is INTN1, and at C is NMI, and 10 is 1 byte breakpoint, and 14 is overflow. And this is the vector where this is the interrupt vector, like offset low and high are stored and segment low and high are stored. So, type 0 occurs whenever result of a division overflow or whenever an attempt is made to divide by 0. Type 1 occurs after execution of each instruction if trap flag, that is TF, is set. Upon accepting the interrupt, TF bit will be cleared. So, if you want a single step execution, then TF is to be set, and if it is set, then the single step will be instruction will be executed and TF flag will be cleared. Type 2 is NMI, non-maskable, reserved for catastrophic events as power failure and memory error. So, you have to be very careful while using the NMI. Type 3 is INT3, is often used to store a breakpoint in the program for debugging purpose. Type 4 is the interrupt the program if an overflow occurs. Let us take an example. A particular interrupt has a type number N410041. If the ISR begins at an address 09E3 and 0010H, determine the location in the vector table to store this address. So, we see that the vector address is calculated by multiplying it by 4, because we need a 4 bytes of location for storing purpose. So, how to multiply by 4 means rotate it by 4, rotate it twice to the left. So, we get a result 104 or 00104. So, IP is stored in the world location and CS in the high world location. So, first of all IP will be stored and then the CS will be stored, and you can see that 104 is at 10, what was the address given for the ISR, and 105 is at 00 and 106 is at E3 and 107 is for at 09. So, this is how the address or location will be stored in the vector table. So, this is how interrupt system in the 8086 happens. Now, we come to the another topic, that is overview of 8051 architecture. 8051 microcontroller family architecture, or sometimes simply known as MCS51. We have been familiar with computer for a few decades, and its impact has been profound, rivaling that of telephones, automobile and televisions. कंप्यूटर के बारे में तो सभी को मालूम है कि इसके कितनी एप्लीकेशंस हैं. कंप्यूटराइज मंथली बिल्स डिलीवर्ड बाय ईमेल, ऑनलाइन सब कुछ बिल भी आपको मिल रहे हैं. सो एवरीथिंग इज हैपनिंग बाय द यूज ऑफ कंप्यूटर. सो द मेन वर्क ऑफ कंप्यूटर इज डाटा प्रोसेसर. हैवी डाटा प्रोसेस करना, डाटा मैनिपुलेट करना और परफॉर्म न्यूमेरिकल ऑपरेशंस विद इन एग्जॉस्टिव कंपटीशन. सो बहुत सारा डाटा, बहुत सारा मैनिपुलेशन कंप्यूटर कर सकता है, वो आप सबको मालूम है. माइक्रो कंट्रोलर्स are frequently used in automatically controlled products and devices such as automobile engine control systems, remote controls, office machines, appliances, power tools and toys, etc. तो अब हम एक नया डिवाइस देख रहे हैं जहाँ पर्पस प्रोसेसिंग या मैनिपुलेशन का नहीं है, वहाँ पर्पस कंट्रोल का है. किसी भी डिवाइस को कंट्रोल करना हो तो कैसे करना है. आप लोगों काफ़ी फेमिलियर हैं कि कितनी एप्लीकेशंस ऐसी हैं जिसमें कि माइक्रो प्रोसेसर जो है वो डाटा मैनिपुलेशन के लिए यूज़ नहीं हो रहा है, बल्कि वो कंट्रोल पर्पस के लिए यूज़ हो रहा है. In these settings, the computers are performing control functions interfacing with the real world. रियल वर्ल्ड के साथ जब इंटरफेस है उस टाइम वो कंट्रोल फंक्शन कर रहा है. माइक्रो प्रोसेसर इज इनविजिबल टू द यूजर टू टर्न द डिवाइस ऑन एंड ऑफ एंड टू मॉनिटर कंडीशंस. जैसे वॉशिंग मशीन भी आप देख रहे हैं माइक्रो प्रोसेसर कंट्रोल, उसमें माइक्रो कंट्रोलर लगे हुए हैं, कंट्रोलिंग डिवाइस है. हाँ है वो माइक्रो प्रोसेसर ही छोटा, लेकिन वो कंट्रोलिंग डिवाइस है. These devices require some amount of computing power but doesn't require large amount of supporting circuitry and memory, and is one of the most versatile and powerful 8-bit microcontroller. तो जैसा कि हम देख रहे हैं